Let's talk money and rather the lack there of it because of rising interest rates and worsening inflation, severely impacting South Africa's working class, pushing many people into financial distress and struggling to even make loan repayments, often on one of their biggest assets, their homes. Well, some households are resorting to credit for purchasing basics, just like food. Now, in Q1, the first quarter of this year, the 2023 Q1 report, the credit stress report revealed that the working class households now allocate 70% of their monthly income just towards debt repayments. They haven't done anything else. 70% of their salary has gone just to paying debt. It's all got to do with reduced income, higher interest rates and the cost of living. So where are we as a nation? Where are we as an economy? I'm joined by Lulamile Makasi, Managing Director at Novare Investment Solutions. I'm not sure if I got the name of the company right, Lulamile. Good morning. Correct me if I didn't. I'm very sorry about that. As you correct me, I mean, why are we seeing so many people diving into credit? Do we just handle our money that badly?
Good morning, Gareth. The company's name is Novare, and thank you very much for your question. It's a sad reality in that things are very difficult for many reasons, and people are finding themselves having to actually service their debt more than actually using the money for savings and other things that they would actually need to keep their households going. I mean, we've seen the increase in inflation, which has obviously a direct impact on interest rate, making it difficult for people to just service their debts. And not only that, I think with the now two-pot system call that's coming through, and government is saying, what can we do to try and assist people to have access into their retirement contributions?
Because I suppose the problem is, and I suppose it's fairly ironic that I'm speaking to a company that works in the investment space as well, because when you're paying 70% straight to debt, then you're trying to scramble just to buy groceries, put kids through school uniforms, cell phones. I mean, I can go on and on and on. Of course, investment and saving is the last thing on people's mind. But the irony is, if you are able to invest just a little bit of money each month, you can actually make money down the road. But there's no wiggle room.
Yes, there is definitely no wiggle room. I think your priority, if you don't have money, is you just want to get by, and you do not think of putting money away for future. Actually, your future becomes irrelevant. You're living from hand to mouth, and we go out and tell people that you need to put away money for retirement savings, so that later on when you retire, you've got money. But people are saying, I can't afford today. I've got a pension fund that I'm contributing to, and yet I can't live at home.
So what do we now start doing as far as any kind of solution is concerned? Because we've spoken to many economists who will say, but if you just put away 100 Rand, 200 Rand, 300 Rand a month, it can make a difference. But I get the sense for a lot of households, that's just no longer an option at all. So what do we start doing to assist these middle class income households to try and get themselves out of this mess and actually put a bit away for tomorrow?
It's a difficult one. I think we economists and people in our space will tell you that put as little as you can. Interest rate and time will actually increase that value. And unfortunately, I don't know if you and I and the industry, there's a lot that we can do. I think this thing is much broader and require a bigger intervention. And I think the National Treasury is doing that. National Treasury has come and has introduced a new law that allows members to have access to 1/3 of their pension fund. And this is really to stimulate that while members are contributing, they can still use this money at least once a year towards alleviating some of the financial challenges or burden they have.
Yeah, it still comes down to are you able to put away any money at all? And I suppose you could argue that you can put away 50 Rand or 100 Rand, save that up, and then start a small investment. But when you really do not have anything left before payday, that 50 Rand, 100 Rand goes towards buying bread and other things. I do understand. It's a great idea. I'm just not sure it's a reality for everybody right now. Lulamile, thank you. Good advice, though. Lulamile Makasi, Managing Director at Novare Investment Solutions.